Hello and welcome to Byanca Butterfly. And there she is right there. She's a pretty thing, isn't she? Alrighty, hey, this is a on your own problem. So you should have solved the entire problem on your own. And now you're watching this video just to make sure you did everything correctly. Without further ado, let us move on to our scenario. Byanca Butterfly has designed a greenhouse that will keep flowers in bloom all year long. That way she can get that sweet, sweet nectar. Her plan is to put the huge mirror on the floor. So this section here would be a mirror, right? And have all the walls made out of glass. So this would be glass, this here, and this here, right? In order to purchase enough materials, Byanca needs to know the surface area of her greenhouse. The net below is a representation of her greenhouse. What is the surface area? So this is, if it were a 3D model, it would be a pyramid, right? And a net is a two-dimensional representation of a 3D model. So it's basically taking the walls and folding them out down this way. And then you've got the floor here. So without further ado, let us start solving for this problem here. And the first thing you need to do is make sure you got all the measurements. And actually, we already have that because this square, and it is a square because all four sides are the exact same length, and they're all 12.5 meters, right? And then the height, if this height is 7.5, we know that the height of each of these triangles is also going to be 7.5. So we've got all our measurements, and all we need to do now is start making our plugging in our formulas and solving for the area. Alrighty, and for this square area here, I did area equals base times height, area equals 12.5 times 12.5, and I did my work down here. And as you can see, when you multiply this, you get 15625, and then you've got one loop-a-doop here, second loop-a-doop here, so you need to go over one loop-a-doop, two loop-a-doops to put your decimal right there. And once again, I use the word loop-a-doop because it's just goofy enough that you'll remember it. So two places and two places, and you end up with 156.25, which is what I plugged in right here. The next thing we need to do is solve for our triangles here, right? And we're going to do that right now. Alrighty, and here we go. So I plugged in my formula for the triangle, right? Which is A, or area, equals base times height divided by 2. Then I plugged in the two numbers, the 12.5 and the height of 7.5. Got those two plugged in, divided by 2. When you multiply 12.5 times 7.5, I did that right here, and got 93.75. So I plugged in area equals 93.75. That all has to get divided by 2. So I did my work down here and did the 93.75 divided by 2. Here's all my work, and you end up with 46.875. So I plugged that in there. So that is the area for each triangle, right? So now I have to add this 4 times or multiply it by 4 because you have 1, 2, 3, and 4 triangles, right? And then we'll add it to the total there. Alrighty, and here I took the 46.875, multiplied it by 4, and got 187500. But I've got to remember to go 1 loop-a-doop, 2 loop-a-doop, and 3 loop-a-doops. So if I go 1 loop-a-doop, 2 loop-a-doop, 3 loop-a-doops, I put my decimal right there, and I end up with 187.5. And now that is for all 4 of these triangles. 1, 2, 3, 4, all added together is going to give me 187.5. So now all I have to do is take this 187.5 and add it to the 156.25. And voila, the final answer, my friends. 156.25 plus 187.5 is going to give you 343.75, and these are meters squared. So let's go ahead and write that in. And there we have it, meters squared. And hey, my friends, that is the material, the amount of material that our good friend Byanca Butterfly is going to need to purchase for her greenhouse that will keep these flowers in bloom all year long. Hey, as always, if you made a mistake anywhere along the way, my friends, no worries at all. Pause that video, fix that mistake. That is your fastest way to learn. Until next time, I hope you have a fantastic day. I'll see you soon.